for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Thank you. But I'd rather you didn't speak so lightly about my condition. There is nothing I find amusing about this situation.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the Scarlet Nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition. Is our little mystery closer to being solved, Dr. Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us. I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Thanks, Crimson, for following. Nice, nice.
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, Whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor. What sort of creature is this?
Scheiße, Mann. Krasses Viech. Das erste Mal gestorben jetzt. Probieren wir es nochmal.
What sort of creature is this?
Alter, das Teil rasiert mich da fast. Oh oh. Meine Fresse. So ein scheiß Viech, Alter. Werwolf.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel.
What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Der wurde auf jeden Fall richtig rasiert.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do. Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes.
Ich habe vorher so eine Keule bekommen. Die rüste ich jetzt mal aus. Vielleicht ist die gut. Ja, aber die macht nämlich mehr Schaden. So ein bisschen langsamer mal. Egal. Und schockt ihn auch noch. Nehme ich. Oh ja, oder ich mach's so. Hä? Ach so, okay.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Dann kann ich jetzt auch nichts mehr reden. Oder immer noch nicht mehr reden. So, jetzt muss ich es erstmal in einen anderen Stadtbezirk. Mal schauen. Ah, scheinbar weiß Bescheid. Da war ich nämlich noch gar nicht. Kann ich aber auch nicht hin. Kann aber eh noch Nebenquests machen, dann mache ich die vielleicht noch schnell. Yes, die hier. muss ich da hin? Okay.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. Den habe ich noch nicht gesprochen.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop.
A pawnbroker?
Yes, sir.
Who comes here to trade with you?
I'm...
What
with the...
Please show me what you have.
Of course.
Ups. Ich glaube, ich spare Geld einfach.
It never ceases to amaze me how you...
Claudi. Alter, ich habe noch so viele Leute gar nicht getroffen hier. Okay. Neuer Hinweis nämlich. Aha, aha, aha.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Tell me why you're extorting...
If a paper...
Where...
Funny you...
Goodbye, Milton.
If only I were young again. Just a dozen years or so. Please, sir.
What's... I'm
Oswald.
How long... Don't be ashamed. What... What...
It's not... Where you...
This...
We were...
I have all the...
Thank you. Have you found Oswald?
Not yet, sir.
All right.
I have all the information.
Thank you, Doc.
Ja, okay, gut, aber wie komme ich da hin? Finde die Todessoße. Aber wo denn?
Are you dead? He's mine! Get your weapons ready! We're bound!
Oh man, die Keule ist voll gut. Soll ich denn da hinkommen?
Go back, look at it! Burn it! Die, vermin!
Ich finde das echt gut gemacht, auch so wie die Läden oder die Gebäude, wenn du ranschaust, damit da auch wirklich was drin steht und so. Nicht einfach nur aufgemalt ist. Trotzdem komme ich nicht weiter. Das nervt mich gerade. I don't know. Finde die Todesursache heraus. Ja, aber wo denn? Wo soll denn der sein? Oder in der Kanalisation halt wieder. Ich denke mal, das wird die Kanalisation sein. Ich check's nicht, ganz ehrlich. Leichenhalle, ach so, der ist in der Leichenhalle. Dann ist er in der Leichenhalle. Da bin ich falsch gegangen. Boah, ich mag's da drin gar nicht, mit den Leichenshows. Also hier drin, das ist echt gruselig. Total verrückt. Hier passieren Dinge und kommen Geräusche. Das ist echt krass. Keule ist voll gut. Alter.
It's locked.
It's locked.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
This is no time for self.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
Tell me what
If
you...
Look!
I'm not... Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need... Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Kokora, you... It was... Who I...
What? You did...
Then I...
Goodbye, Doctor. Good evening, Miss Howcroft. I'll leave you. It's locked. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Jetzt kann ich mal ein bisschen was verbessern hier mit meinen Punkten. So, ich habe jetzt mal alles ein bisschen verbessert. Das sind schon die zwei Sachen. So, ab hier werde ich jetzt den Stream einfach stoppen und werde morgen weitermachen. Oder die Tage. Genau, jetzt geht's auf jeden Fall in einen neuen Bezirk. Und ja, bis zum nächsten Mal.